Hello, Pisces! Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome to December. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This is going to be your December Tarotscope for Pisces, and I want to dedicate this video to a Pisces that I went to college with. You know who you are, so welcome back. I'm also really enjoying this season with eggnog coffee. I love December, so I'm enjoying that. And I'm going to be doing your reading for you with the Vision Quest deck today. It's by Guyan Sylvie Winter and Joe Doze. And then I'm going to be clarifying with the B.O.T.A deck, which is the Builders of the Addendum deck. And it's meant to be colored in. I haven't done that yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. But I'm still using it in the meantime. And for those of you who are interested, it comes with a little booklet called Highlights of Tarot. So, how are you doing, Pisces? I want to thank you for waiting for this video. I have had a lot on my plate, all good stuff though, so thank you for your patience. And if, you know, December opens up where it feels like communication is a little wonky, or that there is any delays, or just things are getting a little scrambled, Mercury is still in retrograde until December 6th. So hang in there. If it feels like you've just got too many emails, or emails are going missing, or just any delays or scrambling of communication, that's normal for Mercury retrograde. And really the best use of this time is Mercury retrograde is an opportunity to go within. It's a good time to do all those things that have to do with the prefix re, so like relax, rejuvenate, recharge. It's really about R&R, like taking rest and relaxation. It also has to do with reviewing things, so it might be a good time to just get quiet and go internal and just review what's gone on for you in the past quarter, the past 6 months, the past year, here as we wrap up the end of the year. And it's also, Mercury retrograde is a good time to wrap up loose ends. Do anything, if you have any projects that are open-ended or things that need completion, it's a really good time to finish those up, as well as do editing work, things that have to do with, you know, going back over things and correcting the details. Mercury is all about details, so you can catch details in a Mercury retro that you might not otherwise. So embrace Mercury retro. It can be a very good thing if you're ready to just sort of go backwards and review, edit, complete, rejuvenate, recharge, all of those good words. So let's take a look. I also wanted to mention we have the Sun in Sagittarius now. This is your 10th house, Pisces, and it is conjunct the Moon on Friday with the new Moon in Sag. So you can begin a new project related to your career, a new level of your career, a new cycle of recognition or optimism or enthusiasm, especially regarding your career. And Jupiter just came out of Scorpio and went into Sag for a whole year. So you are like on stage this year, Pisces, in terms of your career. So if you're thinking about doing something that's big, if you're thinking about just being out there, networking, developing something, this is a great year for that. And Neptune just went direct in Pisces, and we have Mars in Pisces. So with your home planet Neptune and Mars, you've got a lot of drive towards your dreams. You've got energy going forward, so it's supportive, whereas if you may have felt like you've been held back since like April, Neptune has been in retrograde ever since that time. So you have this action planet Mars in your house, and then you have Jupiter in Sag, which is in your 10th house of career. So that's a lot of optimism, again, fiery, motivating energy. And we're in with the Sun right there right now, so lots of really good stuff, Pisces. And also the 10th house, you know, it has to do with outside reputation, career, what we do for our vocation. So there's a focus there for the whole next year. Let's get into your cards and see what's coming up for you, Pisces, for December. Looks like we open up with Integration, card 14 of the Major Arcana. And this is normally called Temperance, which has all to do with balance. So I'm actually getting a sense, Pisces, that as you come into December, there's a sense of balance, of moderation, of peace. This is often a card that it takes two elements. Sometimes it's called alchemy, where it takes two elements, often two cups, and pours them back and forth until they create something new. Like if you can think of two types of chemicals or substances in each cup, and when they combine, they form a new substance. So that's the message of temperance here. It means finding balance, creating something new. It's also the Sagittarian card, so it's really putting an emphasis on that Sagittarius aspect of things. Again, outgoing, optimistic, enthusiastic, motivated. Sagittarius is the explorer. So I really opened December with a sense of peace for you, Pisces, finding the middle ground, finding the compromise, finding the serenity. That's what this card is all about. And it's also can be a card of creativity. I'm seeing her weaving the rug here. And in the sense of alchemy, you may be bringing multiple elements together to form a new thing. I'm also thinking of bands. When you have four elements, or you know, however many people are in the band, they come together and they form one sound, one unique thing that takes each of them into consideration. So beautiful energy there. You might be weaving a nice tapestry at the beginning of this month, Pisces. Next thing I have is Two of Fire in reverse. This is called Will in this deck. And this is all about personal power. It's about decision making. I often call this card Sending Your Ships Out. With it challenged in the reverse position, it's saying that there may be some fear, doubt, or resistance that you can let go of in terms of your own boldness, your own personal power, your own feelings of that you are in charge of your life, you're in charge of your decision making, having a goal that you want to achieve. There may be some fear, like, can I really achieve that goal? I'm going to encourage you to dream big. You know, you have Temperance here, which is about balancing of opposites, or balancing of dual energies. And this is saying, you know, this is what I want to achieve. Can I really do this? Can I really go out into the world, especially with all this 10th house energy in career? Can I achieve this next level? And often in this card, I see it as a mountain climber that's headed towards the mountain, and he's receiving help. So do you have, Pisces, any fear, doubt, or resistance towards receiving help towards your goals? Do you have any challenges to your decision making in terms of how your will is showing up, or you know, your will to be, your will to have drive? Is there any challenge to that? Because really, the sky's the limit in this sense. You've got the biggest planet, Jupiter, behind you. In terms of career, you've got Mars in your house right now. Neptune, your ruling planet, just went direct. This is a time when you could just blow through any doubts in terms of your confidence, your boldness, what it is that you want to achieve, and decisions that will lead you there. So this is a real card of the world is your oyster. You've got the world in the palm of your hand. What is that? What about that don't you believe, Pisces, right now? Is there something challenging that? Try to look into that and see if you can remove any fear, doubt, or resistance. The sky's the limit is what I'm getting from that one. Next card out is Lovers. Talk about two energies coming together. Beautiful stuff for the opening of December. For some of you, it may mean a deepening of your current relationship. For others of you, it may be that a lover is showing up or coming back. This is about being honest and open and vulnerable. Being open and accepting the person just as they are, unconditional love. And when two people accept each other just as they are, they're able to form a bond, a closeness, an intimacy. So Lovers could also speak to a decision. With Two of Wands here, these are both cards about decision making. Some of you may be interacting with a Gemini. Lovers can often represent Gemini, but I'm seeing it is that you may be making decisions regarding a love situation or a certain person who you recognize as a lover. Some of you may be choosing between two different people, I'm seeing. But If you're struggling with any decisions related to your relationship or your relationship status, I'm seeing beautiful balancing energies coming in. Here with Temperance, another major arcana, and then it's surrounding the decision-making card, and I see you opening up. I see you becoming confident, strong, vulnerable, showing up authentically just as you are. And when you do that, someone else can show up authentically just as they are, Pisces. So I love this sort of parallel energy that I'm getting for you at the beginning of December. Temperance is about two elements coming together to form a new thing. Two of Wands is like a portal to decide which way do I go, this way or that way, which is going to lead me to my goal. And then Lover's energy is two people, two hearts coming together. So really love that for you. You may be experiencing a lot of merging energies at the beginning of December, Pisces. So I love that. Eight of Water, stagnation. Now this means you're moving on from something. This is letting go of something. Eight of Cups usually means completing a cycle of some sort, leaving behind the old thing that's wrapping up and moving on to greener pastures. So when I see this card lately, I think of it as a meal that's been prepared and eaten. And these are the dishes. And you don't try to eat the same meal over and over again. You just have to clean those dishes and prepare a new meal. And that's kind of what this card is about. If you try to just keep digesting the same meal you've always eaten, you don't get any nourishment that way. You need to complete this cycle, let it go, and again, just wash those dishes and go on to the next one. It's really a card of sometimes leaving behind things that you've put a lot of TLC into, but the cycle has completed, and you need to move on to the next cycle. So this is an invitation to see that certain things are stagnating that are old, that need to be taken out. Maybe this is like trash that needs to be taken out, dishes that need to be washed. You know, if you leave them there, they just stagnate. You need to clean those so that you can prepare a new meal for more nourishment. It's leaving something behind in the past. Three of Fire, integrity in reverse. So usually this is the visioning card, and there's another sign that got this, and you can see those fields of lavender. This is like fields of dreams, Pisces. So is there anything right now that is preventing you from having a clear vision of what it is that you want? What do you want to bring in? It's actually interesting because it's the next card after this card, Two of Wands. This is Three of Wands. This is sending your ships out, and this is your ships coming in. So there's challenges right now between what you want to achieve and receive. I know that sounds really cliche and trite, but this is here's the effort that I want to put here's my effort that I want to put forth. Here's my desire. And here's me building it and receiving the resources to actually build the thing. So, and then the next card, Four of Wands, is actually about the house that you build with that. So desire and the vision come together to actually create what it is you want. And I'm seeing them both in reverse. So I'm seeing that there's some sort of challenge potentially to dreaming what it is that you want, and having a vision of how to create that result, that empire, that field of dreams. And what I'm really getting with this, I'm seeing her purple skirt here in this Temperance card, is that it really is about taking the moderate path. How do you balance your personal and your work? How do you balance your career and your own life? You know, if you can find this moderation, you can be very creative, you can be very productive because you have that balance engaged. So I see some decision making, Pisces, between relationships and career. That's what's coming up. For what do you want your vision to be about where you're putting your effort forth with all this Mars energy that you've got coming up and with Neptune going direct? What is the moderate, balanced path where you can nurture yourself and also nurture your creativity? That's going to be a really, and also, you know, I'll even say, and also nurture your relationships. That's going to be an opportunity this month. Middle of the month, Three of Water in reverse. So this is called fullness. This has to do with putting your cup out to the joy of life and celebrating with other people, with friends and family. Some of you may be feeling like you can't get to all the invitations that you're receiving. This is like saying, you know, maybe there's too many parties to attend. Maybe I don't feel like going out and celebrating with all friends and family. But, you know, in general, this is a pretty celebratory card. So I do see that there are those opportunities. With it in reverse, there may be some fear, doubt, or resistance to going for all of that. Or in the reverse, sometimes Three of Cups can be negative talk, it can be gossip. Here's 2 threes in reverse, so it's potential that some of you are dealing with a third party situation. But I don't see that as challenging to your vision and to your social interactions right now. I just see it as that's a potential for some of you. And I'm going to say, Pisces, what is it that you need to remove? What fear, doubt, resistance, or blocks do you need to remove to experience the sweetness of fullness with your friends and family, with your social circle? It's a real time of festivity and celebration. So is that something that you want to participate in this month? It looks like you're going to have lots of opportunities for that. You may be pulling away from that because you're getting more clear on what your desires are, what your vision is. You may be working on career stuff and you feel like, I don't have time to celebrate. I don't have time to go to parties. But I'm encouraging you to do both of these things. Vision what you'd like to bring into the future and also really enjoy the present moment. December is a great time to do both of those things, Pisces. So what else do we have? 4 of Fire, completion. This is 4 of Wands. So remember when I was saying there was 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, now here's 4 of Wands. This is the completion. This is the building of the house. This is when you've sent your ships out, your ships have come in, you have all the resources and materials, and you build. You're the king of the castle, Pisces, available to you here in the middle of December. So you can be, this is a real festivity card, real celebration. This is like, aha, I've achieved it, I've done it, I've climbed the mountain, and not only that, I've built the house on top of that mountain. So it's really, for some of you, I'm getting a real serious commitment to what it is you're working on, what your success is, and you're just feeling like, I don't have extra time to play. I don't have time to go to parties, to celebrate. I'm too busy working on my my destiny, my dream, my home, my future, my empire. This is all, for some of you, this could very well mean marriage. It's the twin flame card, actually. And it's right here under lovers. So some of you may be proposing, or some of you may be getting proposed to. This is beautiful celebratory energy, Pisces. So I'm really enjoying that. And it's also really stable energy. If you're thinking about buying a home, this is great energy for that. It's very stable, it's very solid, it's very long term, and it's very festive. So it's sort of like inviting all these people to your house to celebrate a wonderful event, and it's like being at your estate and wedding, or estate, the home, and a celebration there. It could be that you're hosting the holidays, you're hosting Christmas this year, something like that. It's festive, it's celebratory, it's stable, it's solid. Beautiful stuff there. Then we also have 4 of Water in reverse. So this is called abundance in this deck. 4 of Water usually means that you are not seeing an opportunity of love. In this case, you are seeing it. In the upright, usually 4 of Cups can mean boredom. It can mean, I'm getting reflections of this stagnation card. It can mean that emotional energy is coming towards you usually, and you're not seeing it. You're kind of checked out, or you believe things are always going to be the same. You're believing that the past, present, and future are always going to be the same, so why bother trying to receive more? With this in the reverse, I'm actually liking this because it's saying that you are seeing that there's more love coming towards you. You are seeing that life can be different with just one more heart in your life, or one more cup of love. things can be dramatically different. So this is you coming out of boredom. This is you getting woken up and inspired. So I really like that. As you let this old cycle go, Pisces, what feels like it was stagnant, I'm actually seeing you getting reinvigorated with a new form of emotional abundance coming in, especially as you feel maybe more stable, more solid, maybe as you're headed to a new home, or feeling established in your new home. Those are all possibilities. But what I really like is that what this card tells me is that you're waking up to something, Pisces. So I love that. And it's waking up to new love. For some of you, this is going to be waking up to offering yourself a cup of love too. With more self-love, you're actually able to receive love from the outside. You make the room for that. When you fill up your own cups, people can also nourish you in that way. 10 of Air, towards the end of the month, there's definitely something that you're letting go of here. 10 is always a completion. This is negative thinking. And this is a belief system that's no longer serving you, Pisces. So this is letting go of a certain way of thinking that you have had in the past that's just draining you. And this is Swords energy. So it's ideas, beliefs, wisdom, understanding. Some of you, I'm guessing, or I'm gathering that you have gone through something that has given you new wisdom this year, and that it is forcing you to let go of an old way of thinking. For some of you, this may be breaking into unconditional love. For some of you, this may be letting go of your limitations or your fears. If you can think of something that you entered this year and you thought a certain way about things, you can see now that who you are in December, you may be a completely different person with completely different thoughts. So the final step here is to let go of that old way of thinking that is keeping you in any way depleted or drained, Pisces. That's wrapping up. And then 6 of Water is following that. This is a card of pleasure. This is a very sweet card. This is actually Christmas Day, as I'm seeing it here for you, because Christmas Day is a 6 of Cups day. It's December 25th. And this is about connecting with your past, reuniting with someone from your past. This is a soulmate card. It's also connecting with people from childhood. So this is maybe seeing someone that you haven't seen in a long time. Or it could just be spending time with your family, exchanging gifts. This is a real card of exchange of gifts. This is reunion. It's innocence, sentimentality. It's normally depicted as a child giving another child a cup with a flower in it. So it's a card of sweetness, kindness. It's that really loving children's heart energy. When I see this card, I think of children and animals. They've got this sweet, kind energy. So for some of you, it may be reunion with someone from the past. It's a soulmate card. It's like you can see all those cups are overflowing. It's called Pleasure in this deck. And I just want to encourage you to embrace the kindness, the sweetness, the sentimentality, the overflow of emotion when this card comes up. I really love it. So if there's any way in which in the middle of the month you're not feeling that, or you're feeling like I can't connect to that, it doubles here by the end of the month and it's upright. So I like that for you too, Pisces. Beautiful card. And then you start something new. This gives you a lot of courage and a lot of confidence, Pisces. This is the Fool card, which you can see here is the 0 card. It's the very first card of the tarot. It means all things are possible, potential energy, new beginning, new cycle, new journey. He's ready to jump off that cliff because he knows the divine is going to catch him. He knows that he's so in the present moment and so carefree and full of laughter and happiness. He can't wait to go run and start that new adventure, to start that new journey. And I really get the sense that this is where you're at, Pisces. You're really ready and refreshed and renewed to start this new cycle, especially as you let go of the stagnation, whatever's completed, and you're seeing that new things are possible. That there are options that where life doesn't, it's not like a hamster wheel. It's like things can be completely reborn. That's Fool energy. He's carefree, he's silly, he's adventurous, he has a really like fun sense of humor. He approaches things really lightly. And I know there's this really cliched saying that says angels can fly because they take themselves lightly, but that's what Fool energy is about. It's called beginner's mind, and it means just being open, seeing things in a way that that you haven't seen them before. It's completely the opposite of being rigid or being fearful. It's being open, adventurous, carefree, having a sense of humor, just being excited about your new cycle, excited about the new journey, and knowing that it all works out for you. So I love that, Pisces. New cycle's coming. Big one. It's a whole new start of the deck. And then lastly, we have Ace of Fire in reverse. So this is Ace of Wands energy. This is new passion, new enthusiasm, new motivation, new start. It could be representative of a fire sign, so it could be Aries, Leo, or Sag. But I'm really getting that this is the Sun in Sagittarius. This is that optimistic, motivated, passionate, enthusiastic new beginning. Ace of Wands is the archetype of the person who is out in front of a parade, the baton twirler. It's also the archetype of someone who is running a race, and they are the active element. Whoever's holding the baton is the active runner. So this is a spark, a new passionate spark of motivation, enthusiasm, creativity, action. Is there something that is holding you back from taking action, Pisces? It's sort of like saying, here's a spark, here's a match. What do you want to light on fire? What are you most passionate about? Where are your desires? Because you've got the Ace, the 2, the 3, and the 4 of fire. So you're headed in some direction to build something that is of your dreams, Pisces. And December is the month when you are formulating that. So take all this Mars energy, which is fire energy, remove any doubts, fears, or resistance towards what this desire, this passion is, and implement. Run with it. Literally, the 0 Fool. I'm actually getting goosebumps as I'm saying this. Fool energy, new adventure, new journey, desire, passion, enthusiasm, motivation. You almost couldn't ask for more as far as a green light, Pisces, in terms of following what your dreams are, because you've got your home planet Neptune going direct, or it has gone direct, I should say. You've got the Sun in Sag, the Moon in Sag, Jupiter in Sag for a whole year, which has to do with your career and your reputation, what you want to achieve. You've got Mars in Sag right now, Mars and Pisces in your own house, which is giving you fire and drive and determination, the ability to break through any barriers. So what is it that you want to begin, Pisces? You have all this Fool energy. You have dare to believe that you can do it. Fool just laughs and just goes for it. So it's sort of, I get the image too of someone who's laughing as they jump out of an airplane. They're going skydiving for the first time, and it's thrilling. But it may also be a little bit scary. That might be why you've got this fear, doubt, or resistance. You might be afraid to start this new beginning, but this card is all about having faith that the divine has got your back. So what is this new beginning, Pisces? I love it. Again, some of you it's going to be a marriage. Some of you it's going to be a proposal. Either you proposing or someone proposing to you. And it could be with someone who feels like your soulmate. Or that you're reuniting with from the past. And I do see you doing some real serious letting go this month, Pisces, too. 10 of Swords, negative old ways of thinking, stagnation, 8 of Cups, moving on from something. So, beautiful energy here. Some of you might be moving on from a relationship into a new one that causes you to feel desire and passion and motivation and excitement. So that's my reading for you, Pisces. Let me get a couple clarifiers with the B.O.T.A, the Builders of the Atom deck. What is, let's see, what is this Fool card about for Pisces? What is this brand new beginning? Please give me information about that. Yeah, Ace of Cups, new love. Gotta love that. I can definitely attest to that. Yes. So Ace of Cups, take the plunge is what this is saying when it comes to love. New love, new journey, new beginning, new start, new potential. I love that for you, especially around the holidays, Pisces. And then let's just also see what this Temperance is about. Integration. Temperance. What's this about for Pisces at the beginning of the month? King of Wands. Yeah. What's your dream, Pisces? A King of Wands has big ideas, big plans, and he takes action on them. He's bold and confident. So I really get, again, that this has to do with your dreams and your creativity. What is it that you want to create? King of Wands is extremely creative. He's bold, original, unique, one of a kind. There's nobody else like him. I think of Richard Branson when I think of this card. He's King of Wands energy. Like, actually, two King of Wands birth cards are Walt Disney and John Lennon. They just are sort of like king of their own world, and there's nobody else like them. Nobody else created anything like them. So that could be your energy this month too, as well, Pisces. Get ready to build your empire. So that's my reading for you, Pisces. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up or share it with another Pisces. If you'd like to book a reading with me, I'll have a link up in the top corner here. You can do that on my website. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. I hope you all have beautiful Christmases or whatever holiday it is that you celebrate, or whether you celebrate at all. I'm just wishing you a beautiful December. Thank you so much for watching. Yours in the stars.